Difficult choices. What?
Oh.
Shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
So, let's go to Ali. Ali, can you give us a rundown of what happened last time?
Oh, sure, buddy. Okay. So, what happened last week? So our party was tasked with scouting to see where the bulk of the army was heading or what they were doing, and we came upon a ruined town. And in this sort of ruined town, with this ash and everything everywhere, there was a very large building with which we could tell had a lot of information inside, and so we all each employed very different strategies as to how to acquire some costumes to make us look like the army. So we had Rosie, who was stealth incarnate, Black Widowing her way through and acquiring a Talbot. And then you had sort of Volta kind of doing middle-aged Usain Bolt sprint across the courtyard to try and get his as well. And we almost ended it just as Rosie and Dwayne are about to look inside the I believe the mansion and see what information we can get.
Okay, so I'll just add a little to that.
Please do.
In the town, we may remember hearing about troop movements towards Fort Yondon, which is where you were to report back to Valak. Also, up at the mansion, you overheard two people whose names you dissected as Ugdorf and Milvani talking about some prisoners from Foxglove, Rosie's hometown, heading east towards the Dead Mountain. I've provided you guys with a map now, so you can see you're currently in Skeg Peak. You can see where Fort Yondon is, and you can see where the Dead Mountain is. So, yeah, let's go straight back in to Rosie and Dwayne, who are up by the mansion window, having just learnt this information.
Okay. Is the window? Oh no, because I seem to remember the window's a little bit open, isn't it?
You can hear through it, yes.
Okay. Can I pop my head up to see what else is going on inside? If it's safe for us to go in?
Give me a stealth roll.
Oh dear.
Are we going to get ambush luck or?
Absolutely not. Right, where is it? Stealth. There we go.
Random.
Oh god. Wait, public roll, yes. Normal roll.
Oh.
Okay, so you slowly peer over the window frame, and you can see the lights are on, but very dim in this room. And you can see a large creature.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Who is dragging several chains.
Yikes.
His skin almost looks slightly oily. But he's covered in like chains and tattoos. It's difficult to make out what he really looks like. But he is of a similar height to Volta, and extremely muscular. You can also see.
Oh, sorry, go on.
A beautiful woman, fierce but beautiful, with black wings. Her back is to you.
Okay.
How do she know she's beautiful? My guessing is.
Oh, shapely. We're talking really shapely, like a little bit muscly, but not so much as to, detract from her look, sort of thing.
Okay. So it's just Ali seeing this, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What about the room? Is my stealth good enough, or would that be like a perception check? To
So,
see
the
what the room
mysterious
looks
voice that you might remember hearing last time,
like? Yeah.
you cannot see any sign of him in the room. There's no other people in there, just the two, and they're sort of standing, looking at each other in a stunned, sort of calculating silence. Like at this moment, you're not sure if they're truly allies or
Okay.
or what.
Okay.
The woman begins to turn towards you, towards the window.
Duck. Duck. Duck.
Well, hooked off. I don't think this changes the plans at all. Yes, well, I shall take a contingent and head north. North and then east towards the Dead Mountain. I'm sure Tazaraf would be pleased. Yes, pleased with the blacksmith and his other companions from Foxglove.
Oh, for the love of God. That's the difficult friggin' choices. Can Rosie sort of look at Dwell and be like, we have to go after the small group of with the blacksmiths and everything else with my brother and family?
Mm-hmm. Are you whispering?
Oh gosh, no, I'm going to jump and do a dance in front of them. Yes, I'm whispering.
Give me another stealth roll.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Rosie makes a
Come
cone of
Come
her
on.
hand and shouts
Please.
it above the right.
Come
Hang
on.
on.
Make that stealth roll.
Stealth. Where is stealth? There you are. Sorry. Bear with. What? Come on, mouse. There
Can
we
you
go.
guys see that? You can't see that on the thing, can you? That I've built up.
What?
What, sorry?
On Roll20, you can't see the Milvani character sheet that I've brought up.
That's all you say, Milvani.
Excellent.
No.
Don't click anything.
Can't see it.
No.
You're all good.
Ali's half gone though.
So is
Oh yeah. Ooh. There we go. I've lost my. There we go.
Bloody fool.
Ugdorf, I think we are being listened in on.
Oh, I turn and see a very long stare.
My bad. Should we try sneak away, sort of?
Do you think we should capture them?
No, you shouldn't.
That was good character.
Was that in character?
No.
Please.
No, he won't. No. Could Rosie sort of tugs at Dwell to be like, we need to move, like now.
Okay, I point furiously towards back where we came from.
Do what you will, Milvani. I've wasted enough time here.
Okay, run away. Run as fast as little halfling legs can take us.
We're going.
As stealthily as possible.
Yeah.
A huge amount of orcs still here.
Yeah, like
Okay, then.
Super stealth run.
Yeah,
So
like
you-
tuck and roll
you
army style.
Both may choose individually.
Oh God.
Roll stealth or roll athletics.
Hold on, I need to
Hang
look
on.
at the stats.
What am I?
What's the highest?
Hold on. What is it? Acrobatics? Did you say?
Stealth
The top one.
or athletics.
Oh, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but stealth.
I have
Try
two
to
on
sneak
both.
or try to sprint.
I have
I'm
two
going-
on both. So it's down to you.
No,
I'm
no,
going
no, no. Do you want to try to sneak or do you want to try and sprint, Rosie? And the
I
whale.
want to sneak.
Well, I guess.
Rosie,
I
you can
guess
start
sneak.
sneaking. You don't have to wait.
Okay, I'm going to
Oh, is it separate?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant it was like a joint decision.
No, no.
Okay. I would probably.
Okay, I'm ninja with that.
I'm gonna.
Oh God!
I don't
Luck
trust myself.
continues.
I'm gonna do.
I am the knight.
I don't trust myself. I'm gonna do athletics, and I'm probably gonna fail. But here we
Oh,
go.
dear
In the night, I am gone.
Oh
I
no!
blend in with the shadows.
Your little legs.
So, Rosie, you dive away from the window and into some nearby shadows. As Dwayne hurtles down the hill, like stumbling and tripling, like doing an all-out sort of run.
I have a mole on my back, right?
Yeah, you do, and it's weighing you down big time. So, Rosie, you look towards the window and you see like almost a silhouette of a figure and two just red glows. Alice, can you mute your sound when you're not talking?
I can hear you. You're
yeah.
so loud.
Yeah. So you see like this sort of silhouette and this red glow where the eyes should be, and then it sort of like shifts for a second, like it blurs, and it's gone.
Oh hell. Okay. Where did I end up?
You are sprinting currently down the hill. You don't know this.
Oh right. I thought you meant I'd like rolled onto like a pile of orcs. Or
Oh no,
something.
you're still sprinting. You are currently sprinting back towards where Volta and Runo, who we might be joining sooner than we expected,
Okay.
are currently residing.
I'm sorry. Can Rosie sort of check around her and make sure it's okay, and then head after Dwayne?
Yes, you can. You have a peer around. You can't see any immediate dangers. As in, by immediate, I mean there's no one with a knife behind you. Remember the mute. Remember the mute.
You are muted, Alice.
Like, can she draw her knife or her bow? Probably draw her knife and then still fairly sneakily, but just try and catch up with Dwayne after seeing that.
So Dwayle's sprinting down this hill. If you want to catch up with her, you need to forget stealth and just sprint.
Okay, I will sprint all the way.
Excellent. So you sprint down the hill also, giving up all motion of stealth. The two of you get down into the small town again, and once again you are on the street with the bar. And you are currently approaching the bar, and we are going to leave you two outside while we shift to Volta and Runo.
Thank you, Abby.
So, as you recall, last time you guys, you masqueraded as troops, you, Volta, Runo, and Kali, the other barbarian fighter from Volta's gladiatorial days. You masqueraded as soldiers, and you were sitting in the bar. Runo made such an impression that everyone immediately in the bar went silent, taking her for a high-ranking officer. There was a loud patron who left, and the rest of the patrons are trying to drink. You know, they're orcs and tieflings. They're trying to drink and, pass the time. They're trying to pass their time. Like they're sort of, they look like men who are between battles, so they're trying to find some sort of solace. But at the moment, they know that it's going to be another fight. Some of them are quite excited, but others have been to quite a few battles now, and you sort of see this look in their eyes, like they know that what they're going to be doing very soon, it's going to involve a lot of blood and death, and it's going to smell bad. It's not a nice thing to do. So you are there. I take it you guys haven't made any motion to leave yet?
Well, we kind of just got in here, so I would say no.
Yeah, we're just trying to blend in and get so much information we can.
Oh, hang on. While we're doing this, let's just turn desktop audio right up again, because last time I could hardly hear you guys. There we go. Okay, so as you sit there, a cloaked figure with a hunch on its back appears from a back room. And she says, Men, be on the alert. I believe there are foreign agents in our camp this evening. And the men all immediately stand to attention, and you know, she's clearly very superior ranking. How do you guys?
I'm standing. Well, I'm going to stand as well.
Yeah, Runa stands up.
As does Callie. Each of you trying to do your best impression of a soldier standing to attention. She starts putting people out on guard detail. Everyone roll your performance for me.
Just from your wisdom number, straight after me. Well, we're equally good anyways.
Yeah, 13.
And then we'll get Callie going as well. Yeah, okay, so she gives each of you a task together. Like she's dispatching people in tables. It looks like they are parts of the same watch or whatever. So she's putting people on the wall on the main road, and she points to you guys and says, "I want you watching the mansion. Get up there now." And she turns away. You're the last ones that she addresses, and she turns and sort of shifts into the shadows and is gone.
Okay, Runa does as she said.
Mhm.
Try to navigate there.
Well, heading out anyways.
Ambly, you're still pretty quiet. Could you turn your microphone up a little bit more for us?
I can try.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yes, try. Well, heading out. I'm going to head out anyways, but I'm not sure if I'm going to want to go up to the mansion.
How about now? Is it better?
Yeah, it's good. A little bit more even.
More? Yeah. Okay. You got it.
It's not good if you want more, Scratkus.
There you go. It was better.
Okay. Great.
Well, good and better is different things.
It'll be fine.
It's fine.
So as you leave the building, deciding whether to go up to the mansion or to leave, you see two halflings sprinting down a hill.
Two familiar halflings, another.
Yes.
Hobbits.
Hold for a second. Rosie and Dwale, you see the pub emptying of orcs. You see 3 orcs in particular take particular notice of you.
Oh, hell.
Alice muted again.
Stupid mute button. I'm assuming that we don't know it's them from this distance, or
What's your perception?
okay, I'll roll. Hang on.
No. What is it?
What is it? 4.
No, you don't.
As in +4.
Yep. No, you don't.
Okay. I don't. Can I grab Dwale and can you stealthily grab the halfling and throw both of you into a bush?
You're gonna punch if you do.
Either way, I'm gonna try it.
So you are, as you put it, quote it, phrasing, stealthily grabbing a hobbit
and launching into a bush.
And launching into a bush. Oh, the phrasing is incredible.
Yep. Archer would be proud.
I am incredibly displeased by this action.
That's great, but there's lots of orcs.
Okay, I'm not no rolls or anything. How is this going to play out, you two? What's going to happen here?
Well, we've all disappeared. There we go. I don't know. Like, can Dwale see that they're not? That they
Nope.
No, you can't see them
My
either.
perception is 1.
Oh, okay. So
You fucked, son.
yeah, I literally grab her by either the arm or sort of arm around the side and try and dive into a bush with her to hide.
Well, now what? We were going to escape. We're going to go back to the road. Why have you thrown us here?
Because there were loads of orcs coming out of the inn. There's no way we can just charge through there like that.
Then let's go around.
Yes, but thy save stopped you from charging through, not from going around. We can go around.
Fine.
The rustling, whispering bush is approached
Just like shuffling.
by two orcs and a tiefling. The tiefling seems to be a high-ranking superior in the army.
Can we see them? Like, so...
They are approaching the bush, definitely, as you
So,
do have an argument in
Runa,
it.
Runa is trying to sound really intimidating and
What?
goes there. So that he starts to poke the bush.
This is all your
Not-
fault, I swear.
loud,
You're
not
going to
super loud,
die
but
first.
Sort of.
How close to the bush are we?
You're like feet away.
And we are the
Can
only
I,
orcs
can
around.
I sort of
Yes, you're the only
brandish
orc
my
heading in
knife?
this direction.
I will
You
call
know,
them by
you
their
know
names.
what, Rosie? You're going to die first, all right?
I'm sure I am. But I'm going to go
I
fighting.
pull in my arm and try to grab one.
So
Can I grab my knife?
An arm lands on Rosie's shoulder.
I take my knife and I swipe at it. I don't know who you are. To me, you are a tiefling.
Well, I'm still calling them by their
I-
names. No one is reacting to it, so okay.
I almost
I
like...
pull you
Sorry.
out, Rosie, and say peekaboo.
So yeah, Volta
And I'll
was
be like, what the hell do you think you're doing? You always scared the shit out of me.
My boot was like half pressed into Rosie's side in an attempt to almost push her out of the bush, so that hopefully it would look like she was the only one in there. But as soon as I hear Rosie say that, my head just sort of pops up indignantly, and I just
sort of
want to glare.
feeling the boot on my side. I sort of glare at Dwell slightly and give the motion of the, I'm watching you sort of thing. Whilst I'm assuming hanging in the air by an arm is what's happening to me
So
right
how's
now.
the plan going?
Rosie Rosie blew our cover.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
And we are 100% playing this out, Volta, that yes, you did use their names, but everyone ignored you in the excitement. So
Yep.
that's how it's...
I take it.
Okay, Rosie, what did you guys find out?
They're going to move on Fort Yonda tomorrow. Is that right?
Yeah, tomorrow, the day after. Positioning for an attack in 2 days.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
did you guys find out?
Something to very similar effect. However, it also seems my family is heading towards somewhere called the Dead Mountain. Do we know about the Dead Mountain? Is that something we would have heard of?
Yeah, so you would have grown up with tales of the mountain, the place where no one ever comes back from. People go there to die.
Okay.
Like, people have tried to climb it and never come back. People have tried to swim around it. It's right on the sea, so people try and swim around it, and they also never come back. It's like a challenge to all adventurers, but one that is not taken lightly. Hence, why it's known as the Dead Mountain.
The Mountain of Death.
Okay, so Rosie again sort of relays that and explains that it could be her family heading in that direction, and also about the chained up creature type thing, whatever it was.
And also the woman.
Okay,
And the woman
that's
and the
great.
man.
Let's get out of here now.
But where are we going?
Well, we need to go and report back, don't we?
Straight after that, I need to leave to find my family.
Fine by me. Do what you want.
Good, because I've got to. Because they've got to be taking them there for some reason.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your family.
So where's the nearest exit?
It's like, let's leave.
So you can still see the three orcs who were detailed on the main gate walking down the street ahead of you, maybe about 100 yards, 200.
Now, do we try sneak this out and then the guys, as in Runo and Volta, dressed as guards, just walk out? Or do we walk out? Well, no, because they'd want to take us as prisoners back, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prisoners not going to be leaving the camp. I say charge.
Charge?
Okay, here we go.
There were 3 of them.
Won't we alert?
I think
the
it would
rest
just
of
be
the-
easier to just walk out quietly. If you guys can just
The problem is that
be
this is new one.
sneaky and, you know, go in the shadows, and we 3 would just walk out.
The thing is, they might have heard that we are should be going to the mansion. So
Do we risk it and run for it like that though? Like sneak out and if they ask why you're not at the mansion, come up with something.
Also, just on like the side of character art and stuff right now, like we're looking at Rosie, who is like dressed in leathers, looks like she could wrap up and hide quite easily, and then in my head we've got Dwayne, who is mostly a hammer, and you know, like ragtag sort of commoner's clothing. So when you say you too can sneak, I'm just looking at this hammer wielding halfling.
Hello.
You don't know how good she is at sneaking though.
Better than you.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, it would still be easier than run short leg.
Then carry me out of here. And I just sort of wave my little arms up at the.
You put her in the backpack.
Nobody crosses a dwarf.
no one crosses the hobbits.
So they are getting further and further. They are now probably 400 yards, about halfway to the gate.
Okay, can I try sneak out through the gate and then depending on how that goes, create a diversion maybe?
Did we get in?
You got in near by a broken piece of wall very near the gate.
Can we try for that?
Exactly.
Yeah, of course you can.
Let's go.
So you get to the broken piece of wall, and there is no one there.
Nice. Back to the
Let's
horses.
go. Off we go.
Okay, so you sneak back out towards the horses.
It's far too easy, but okay.
Did,
Wait a
did,
second.
did we follow them, or did we sort of just walk out casually?
You well, as I understood it, you guys just walked out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Bye guys.
Why make it complicated?
Yeah. This is too easy.
Yeah,
So you
it
are
is.
mounting
It's a
up.
trap.
You are
Here we
mounting up
go.
your horse.
Wanted us to leave.
I look for hidden traps.
I make
Are the
the
horse going to
choice.
explode?
I make the choice not to get on my horse. I stand and I look at the horse intently. Can I-
No, this is perfect, Runo. As you get this wave of suspicion and look around for traps,
There we go.
you
Oh,
look
God.
around and notice an arrow flying towards your face. You
Oh,
you move out of the way, and the arrow strikes the ground nearby. There's
Oh, I thought
a
it was gonna
moment of
kill.
silence. No more arrows fly. There's just a singular arrow in the
oh
ground.
no, that's even worse.
I
I
walk
kind of
over.
want the arrow.
I walk over and kick it.
Guys, heads up.
It's the most wicked, barbed-looking arrow any of you have ever seen.
I grab it.
Pardon?
No, I was going to
Pardon?
walk over and kick it.
What's happening? Rosie, are you grabbing it, or Dwayne, are you
Yes.
kicking it?
I'm backing away
Don't
from it.
fucking touch it! It's a trap!
I'm not going to touch it like barehanded. Like I don't know, like pick it
I was
up.
gonna
With,
say, when I say
something.
barbed, I mean
yeah.
like thorn bushes ain't got shit.
Can I take something and just wrap the arrow up in it so it's like it's evidence and proof of what sort of thing we could be dealing with, that we're sending information back? If you see what I
What do
mean.
you have?
Can I stop her?
Oh.
By all means, go for it. Speak.
I'm like, Runa said, "Don't touch it," and grabs your clothes and sort of like drags you away from it. Like, nope.
Can I
Let's go.
can I use like my perception to just see and find anything out about the arrow, what it looks like, or if it's made a certain way because I make arrows and stuff?
You don't recognize anything about this arrow.
Ah, great.
Is it
Yeah.
even an arrow?
I'm trying to get on the horse and ride away. I'm just like, let's go, come on, we done what we should.
Bruno
go.
perhaps being the most sensible of all of you.
Everyone's like, what could this one arrow be?
Yeah. We've just been fired upon.
I should have kicked the arrow. I should have kicked.
Bruno starts riding. He's on his way.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay,
So
I-
Bruno
I-
gets on his horse and starts riding. Dwyer, what do you have on your feet?
Shoes.
What kind of shoes?
That's adorable.
Oh no.
Hush puppies.
It just says my armor's light, so
That'd be
No, that's just your armor skill. I think you've just got commoner's clothing, which would mean like foot wraps.
I suppose.
Foot wraps.
Roll 1d6 for fire damage.
What
Ooh.
is the arrow
Oh.
on fire?
It is now.
I could have perceived that, surely.
It wasn't on fire, but as you touch it, it bursts into flame.
I didn't touch it.
You goddamn!
The other hobbit did,
What's
obviously.
1d6.
1d6.
Dwayne did.
I kicked it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
No, it's out of 6. So
Yeah, 5 damage, dude.
oh.
Oh my.
Oh. No! Reroll.
Are you guys getting on your horses and getting out of there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bruno's away. He's
Bruno is gone. Like
Bruno's gone?
we shared a horse, didn't we?
You did?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so I'm assuming I
Is
don't
the
know,
foot on fire?
when
Is my
Dwayne
question.
puts like pats her feet. Like go.
Yeah, you guys can mount. That's no problem. And I would say that Dwayle's foot is not on fire, but her foot wraps are severely burnt, like a burnt bandage, sort of crusty and.
Because I'm guessing I'm gonna see a fireball, so to speak, and then I want to drag her back and throw her up on the horse.
Okay, awesome. So, Dwayle, you have been grabbed and chucked on a horse,
You've literally been thrown.
and the horse gets going as another arrow sails past you and strikes the ground. Another
I
singular
sure-
arrow.
I throw out a volley of curses.
Good luck.
And Voltor, I assume you mount up and ride away as well.
Yes, that's correct.
So you do a sort of mad dash until you are well out of bow range, and
Are we sure
you
it's a bow?
well, no, but you are out of bow range, and you have a moment to decide where you're going.
Well, we still kind of have to report back, and then we're gonna go help Rosie. Sadly.
I mean, technically, we don't have to. I mean, we could technically just have died on this mission.
Nope.
Otherwise, we can send one runner for.
Where exactly
The
do you want
report.
to go? To east towards the Dark Army, north towards the Dark Army, or south towards the Dark Army?
So many.
Yes.
Ow.
Our best option is to go with what we have and hope that things work out.
Things never work out.
Thank you, Mr. Positive.
I agree with both of you.
I'll go. I will go back to report what's going on, and from there,
Hmm.
I'll decide where I go.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you begin riding.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Run,
are
run.
you riding at some sort of speed or something? So I assume
200 miles an hour.
Like
Well, maybe not the
So
quickest.
fast.
We're gonna have to save the horses, I guess, because I'm not sure how far it is, but
it's at least a day's ride.
precisely.
I'm
So,
trying not to rush through the travel so much this time. We've got loads of time.
I would say
tonight,
as
so,
fast as you can, but at the same time not pushing the horses too hard.
like walk a mile, run a mile.
Like, don't stick to the roads either. Sort of.
Ooh,
If they now know that we're there.
riding over rough terrain.
It might take a bit longer, but if we're being pursued.
Okay, so your horses plunge into like a sort of brackeny style field to the side of the road. There's some cover from like large bushes and small trees. And you sort of plunge in, and the horses are having a bit of a hard time of it. Are any of you skilled in horse riding?
I have.
Oh God, I don't know.
Not
I
really.
have animal handling, but
No,
I've-
that's not it.
I-
It'll be in your other proficiencies with languages. Bottom left.
I can...
thank you.
No.
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 Okay, so you have eyes sort of... Volta, I assume it's the same for you.
Yes.
So you guys sort of have eyes bigger than your bellies when it comes to riding through the wilderness. And Runo and Volta are okay. You guys are just about managing. But Rosie and Dwale, with two of you on a horse that neither of you know how to ride, soon the horse throws you. It's broken its leg.
Great.
It's screaming in pain. On the ground, writhing on its back. Its ankle's
Oh.
clearly broken.
It's what?
It's broken its ankle. You've ridden it too hard through rough terrain, and it's broken its ankle.
Oh God. Can I bandage it up and like put a splint in it? I don't want to now ride it, but I want to give it a chance.
We can't ride it. If its leg's
No.
gone, then we just
Yeah,
need
it's
to pull it out
gone.
of its misery.
Wow. That bear made you harsh.
Yep.
So
Well,
Bruno and
fair
Volta,
enough.
I assume you guys have seen this and stopped.
Yes.
I
Picking
hope
them-
so.
I would say picking them up on one each.
Please hold on. What do I have in my pack?
I mean, technically, don't have.
I look at Rosie and just sort of say, "Do you have a knife at all?"
She
I have a
nods and
dagger.
draws it. So,
I have a great sword.
oh God, Jesus, guys, she has a maul, but we're not.
We just need to make this quick and as painless as possible.
Rosie nods and does it quickly.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dang.
So you
One-
kill the horse. It screams as you drag its blade across its throat, and then after a few moments, it goes still with a large pool of blood on the floor. Now the
They're not
question
too
is,
rubbish.
Volta has put forward that we can ride with you two on the back of the horses,
Not on the back, but in front, I would say.
or front, either. Would you like to proceed as you currently have been?
Well,
Slower.
somewhat slower pace, maybe.
Still through the undergrowth?
No.
On the road. Let's go on the road.
Yeah.
Is there a road?
At
Might
least
get
we'll be
there
able to see.
faster.
At least we'll be able to see what's coming if we're on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, I must say, I'm not really sure where we are. Well, I know where we're going, and I'm not sure where we were.
So
Well, I mean, I can't read your fucking text on your freaking map.
that's not
Map?
text,
What
that's
map? How have
handwriting.
I not got a map?
Exactly. Text. And ready.
Your
Where are we?
handwriting is being dragged to filth right now, Adam.
It really is.
Adam, I can make a map. Yes.
Well, I've made a rough map in Roll20
I love
that you
that.
can
Adam,
see.
yours is shit. Let me make
I
a
can
map.
make one.
I can make a map.
Okay, guys, so we're all finished slating my map skills.
Is it bleak of or
Skegbeak.
Oh,
Skegbeak is where you are.
but were we in bleak?
No,
Oh.
you were in sorry, you were in yes, actually yes, you were in Bleak Post, your old hometown, Ed.
Is that a T then?
Yeah, that's a T.
And that's an S?
You're spending far too much on this.
Your handwriting is atrocious, dude.
Oh my god!
When
Complain.
the S looks like an O, when the T looks like a lousy L or B.
Let's
This
just go.
session in
Oh, God.
Adam's handwriting.
All the streams from now until next week, just me practicing with like pictures.
That's what you get for killing a bear.
I guess we keep riding.
How far have we
So-
gotten on this?
So you keep riding, but in slower pace and on the road, I assume. Is everyone?
Yeah.
Did everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not
Okay.
on the road, we don't have to need to slow down, I would say.
Mm.
But that's me.
No, it's better to take it slow. I think.
Especially since there's more people on each horse now.
And take
Well,
more breaks.
we can't have that high speed in the on the road anyways. Is my thinking.
So you guys follow the road.
Yes.
The journey seems reasonably uneventful, but you can see in the distance towards the cliffs to the north, so probably several leagues, you can see like long snakes of torches, like tiny little dots on the horizon, heading in the same direction you are.
Okay.
What? So, as in, that's where we came from, or?
Are they going
No.
parallel with us?
Yeah, towards Fort Yondon.
Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah, I misunderstood.
Well, they are going to intercept us rather than they're not going to be parallel.
So they're definitely ahead of us, basically.
More to the north, right?
Do we ride closer to see how everything, like what the situation is, or what do we do?
Yeah, I think we should look a little bit closer.
Yeah, I guess.
You're looking closer?
Well, I want to know: are they north of us, or where are they?
Oh, north of you.
Yeah. So they're going to intercept us at Fort Yondon then.
Okay,
That's what
I want to
Volta
ride
has
closer.
inferred from this.
I want to ride closer and see what's going on.
Okay.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys break away from the road once more, casually and carefully picking your way north. And you can see that these lines of dots aren't in fact lines of dots; they're lines of rows of dots. And there are not only. Have any of you got particularly good vision?
How would you know?
Don't think so.
No, I
Insight?
can only see in the dark, but it's I guess this doesn't
No,
affect.
my,
I
I
got
don't.
dark vision as well. The same.
Okay, so you can all see in the dark. That's good, since
Uh-oh.
that's good considering the sun doesn't rise anymore, I suppose. Yeah. So once again, I'll just drop this little morsel out there. Runo, you feel like you could see further if you tried harder.
Okay.
Ah!
Come on, Bruno, take one for the team.
Okay.
But,
Take
but
bait.
you currently don't.
But I feel like I can. Having better at this.
Whips out
he
pair of
tried- he
binoculars.
tried extreme hard to
You
look
start
at what.
like straining to see.
Yeah.
How hard are you going to strain?
All the way.
Like if he got a feeling that he can see it, then he's gonna go until he feels it or sees it. Rather.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oh dear.
You have to have a performance.
Yeah.
So from your
wait,
wisdom number.
Strange, dexterity, intelligence. Wait, perception.
Yeah, you got your wisdom number. That's like the box to the right of that.
Inspiration, strange, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
Below that.
Perception. Perception. There we go. Did I? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
So, Runo, you start to see the army, and you can start to see shapes in the army. Like you can see further than you probably should. So, just for my understanding of where we all are, who's riding with Runo and who's riding with Volta?
I'll ride with Runo, I guess.
Okay, and you're sitting in
Oh,
front of
awesome.
Runo, so you're pretty. You don't see this. But get ready to roll for me.
Wrong choice, Sally.
Volta
See, always
and
follow Ed.
Volta and Rosie, you are also straining to see the army ahead of you. But then you hear a strange sort of noise from behind you, like a weird sort of like
use the word party as a verb in this shop.
sort of sound.
Oh,
Goodness.
And you turn around. Thank you for the follow, Devil. You turn
oh,
around
devil.
to see Runo's eyes glowing bright yellow, and his face extending forwards as if it's becoming a snout. As Runo, you are turning into a wolf on horseback.
Oh dear.
And
That needs to be drawn. I'm just saying.
Whale, please roll me your animal handling.
Would you calm down, Runo?
Okay.
Oh, what
Yeah,
did you
that's
get?
not bad. So,
Nice doggy.
Woof.
I have a question. Do I sort of lose awareness and control when I'm in the wolf form?
No, you gain the wolf's attributes, but you don't lose control. You're still very much of your mind, so you keep your same intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, but you gain a wolf's strength, dexterity, and constitution. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Runo, the horse is freaking out right now.
Oh no.
You're
I
currently
think
sort of-
we're too.
Just
Yeah, in fact, guys, you play this out. Go for it.
Hang on, so Rosie, can Rosie and Volta see this?
When you hear that sound, I imagine you turn to look
Turn and be like, "What the hell?" Like,
as
where
Runo
did
is
this
turning into a
come
wolf.
from?
I was never told about this sort of thing.
that
I
ain't
think
right.
Rosie's sort of like whacking Volta, like wolf, like there's a wolf, like riding a horse, but Whale is on the back of it, sort of thing, sort of freaking
Runo is
out.
sort of just turning his head like wolf.
Where?
And does the horse freak out? Do I have to roll to stay on the horse?
Sorry, say again.
Do I have to roll to be able
Stay
to
on the
stay on the
horse.
horse?
You want to try and stay on the horse?
That like yeah.
Whale, get up! Just jump, get up!
Are you?
Let me just
a
consult
better-
the
a
big
better
old
question.
book.
I guess I have noticed that I am a wolf. Do I
Well,
notice it?
when your hands nearly joined your feet in perching, then yes, you would notice that you are no longer human, tiefling shaped.
Okay. I jump
Privilege.
off of the horse.
Okay. Who is holding the reins on your horse, Volta and Rosie?
Probably. Oh god.
I'm holding the reins.
Please roll your animal handling.
Fudge.
So,
Why?
okay. So the Runo as a wolf jumps down between the horses. The horses then realize that there is a bloody wolf between them.
Oh
and
god!
They are freaking out, wild-eyed, and trying to bolt. Ed, you have fumbled your animal handling trying to soothe the horse.
Oh.
Would you like to try and grip the reins to stay on?
Yes.
Roll me an
Bad news.
And
athletics
Rosie
check.
at the same time, I guess.
Oh, you are gonna die.
Yeah, Rosie too. Both of you, please roll an athletics check.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna try to hold Rosie as well because she's in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, Ed, give me 2 rolls then.
Did you say athletics?
Athletics.
I got this.
Oh my god!
So, Rosie, you sort of,
Can
as
Volta
the
just
horse
grab
sort
me?
of like turns and starts to bolt, Volta sort of keels off to one side, sort of thing, but manages to grip the pommel of the saddle and stay on. And you sort of go rolling over his leg behind him, and he sort of catches you, and he's sort of holding you over the horse's tail. The two of you are now mounted. The two of you are now mounted on a horse, entering full gallop in an overgrown tundra in the middle of the night.
Oh my
Is the horse going north? Is the question, though?
The horse is still going north. Yes.
Stop the horse! Stop the horse!
And I'm trying to get my range back.
Well, this
And
is
I'm
all happening
straddling a
through your-
horse's tail.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. I couldn't hear you, Ambly. Say again.
While this is happening, Runo transformed back because he has seen all he needs to see.
How do you transform back?
I don't know.
Unstrain your eyes.
Unstrain.
Can't I transform back?
I'm afraid
If he really wants to, he really wants to
if
transform
you don't
back.
know how, you could guess how. Maybe try something.
We roll a dice. No. I sort of really focus on my real body and tries to like stand up and imagine myself transform back to human. Was that the right answer?
Roll me a performance check.
Performance. Right.
Performance? What? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
Performance you're pretty strong at, actually. So you sort of stand on your hind legs with your arms dropped down, and you sort of close your eyes, and yeah, you transform back into a person. Now, do you keep all your clothes when you transform?
How much in size does it change the question?
Are we still charging towards the army?
Yes, you are. We'll get to you in a second.
Dwayne, cover your eyes.
No, we'll say that the clothes transform with you.
Okay.
So, and for size, Volta, it'd be roughly the same body mass.
Yeah.
So just
yeah.
in wolf shape.
Well, that's what I mean. If you're gonna have the same mass, so to speak, this close should stay.
So when I turn to a wolf, do I have like? Am I a wolf with clothes on?
No,
They sort of
clothes,
just-
I think.
Jacket on.
Yeah.
No, I'd say that your druidy powers turn your clothes into fur.
Yeah. That
Sounds
sounds
reasonable.
good.
So, yeah, you transform back, and you are hungry as hell now. Dwayne, well done for holding onto your horse this long. Please roll me another animal handling check.
For fuck's sake.
No, not Volta, Dwayne.
What am I doing? Animal handling?
Yep. Yeah, Volta's already cantering away. We don't need to
With
take
me
your...
in tow.
Oh no!
So the horse bolts south.
We're all going opposite directions.
Dwayne, make an athletics save. Check an athletics check.
Check. So
Yeah.
I just
Athletics check.
wait.
Weakling.
Your horse is gone.
Oh no!
So you are down a
What
horse.
do you mean my horse is? Oh, I've been thrown
The
off.
horse is
You've been thrown. You land on the ground.
Oh,
I won't let you take any damage because you're in undergrowth. So you land on some bushes and stuff.
I have one question, Scratkus.
Go for it.
What carry?
Sorry.
What carry?
What carry?
What about Callie?
Oh, Callie. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Callie. Callie will have been. She would have when the first horse was thrown. She would have told you guys to go ahead, and she'd catch up.
Okay.
Are we still charging towards the army in a bit of an
Yeah, shall we go back to you guys? So your horse is currently jumping up and down through undergrowth over probably badger holes and all sorts of terrifyingly dangerous things. How are you two reacting at the moment? And I'm mainly asking Volta because Rosie, you've not got a lot to say in what's going on at the
I
moment.
kind of
No.
want to get back the control of the horse.
Okay, so at the moment you're sort of hanging off, holding the like
Holding Rosie. Yeah.
holding the pommel,
The
and
thing
holding
is,
Rosie.
to
Help!
get back onto
Pull
control.
me up! Pull me up!
I kind of want Rosie back in front of me again, I guess.
Don't
And
you
then,
dare drop me.
So you have
will.
got one foot in the stirrup, which you could potentially use as a
steer.
as a counterweight to throw Rosie forwards. But there is a chance that it could also roll the saddle under the horse.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Please tell my mother I loved her.
The one that's
Remember
dead?
me. Not
Tell
yet.
my story.
I will try to get Rosie in front of me to begin with. Easier to control if
You may-
everybody's.
Take the choice of athletics, acrobatics, or performance. I am making you choose streamers. Sorry, Adam.
10!
11.
Oh,
No.
no.
11.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a poor roll for you as well. So as you strain into the stirrup, you feel the saddle start to move. It doesn't roll under the horse, but you do let go of Rosie to grab the saddle.
Oh my god, I try and just grip on the horse somehow. Like, or reach for Volta, like grabbing onto Volta's sleeve or something, just trying to get a
So
grip
you are
on
being held over the tail. Rosie, you drop, catch the tail.
I want to get kicked in the face. No, don't let me get kicked in the
no.
face. I drop, I let go, I starfish.
You take a hoof to the chest and then hit the floor.
Way.
And I'm dead.
Please take
Like a human.
2d6 damage.
How do I do that?
Roll 2d6.
Roll
Let's roll 2d6.
slash
Such a
roll.
disaster.
I just want Adam to say in a minute that
Oh,
during all of this carnage, the person who's
Okay.
chasing
That
us has been sat atop a hill just watching this all go down.
just like, what the hell are these people
They're
doing?
just like cracking out with some, just some Dead Mountain popcorn,
Dead mountain.
having a good time on a hill.
Getting their binoculars out to have a look.
That's a good point. So, Volta, you managed to scramble back into the saddle. Give us an animal handling to see if you can regain control of the horse. And while you're doing that, Runa, you didn't. Oh.
What?
One.
No.
Oh. So,
Goodbye.
Bruno, you don't need your wolfy senses to see a horse cantering towards the army at high speed.
Oh
But
god.
they're about leagues away, you said, so it's not that close. Right.
Yes, but I also said you were cantering.
Well,
you have probably gone half a league already towards the army.
I'm so glad I got thrown off now.
Oh dear.
Do I land or what?
You're still on the horse.
What?
You just can't control it.
Oh, okay then.
You're on a runaway train.
No, that's a horse, not a train.
Yeah, same thing. So it's not long until the horse passes under a tree, and you have the choice of trying to swing out the saddle and stay on, try and turn the horse away from the tree, or jump off / be hit by the tree.
Am I sitting correctly in the saddle at least? Is my question then.
Pretty much.
Because I should be able to use my heels to steer, right? Maybe.
Someone proficient in horse riding might find that easy.
Fuck you. How often can I try to regain control then, is my question.
You can't necessarily gain control now. Now you're just more trying to steer to avoid disasters. So you could try and steer this out of control horse back towards Runo and
Well, that's my plan then, I guess.
Okay, so give us
at least stay it somewhere away from the army.
give me a just grab my character sheet for reference. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Hey.
Oh no! Oh, I will remember you.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Argentina.
Volta, you sort of catch the branch as it clipped you under the armpit. The horse carries on without you, and you fall to the ground.
All I can see is sorrow, but
also take a d6 damage for me. I didn't realize we were playing Tomb of Annihilation. This is fun.
This is like we have one job to tell someone something, and now all this has happened.
We have literally struggled to get across a field.
And we actually have already lost and had to kill one horse because of it.
Oh no!
We've lost all of our horses.
We have no horses.
So how do you guys regroup? How do you get back together?
I just lie on the grass and just like.
I think I play dead because I don't think I can move. Can I move? I've just been kicked in the stomach by a horse.
Oh, you're feeling pretty winded right now, but
yeah. Can I just sort of lay face down in the grass and walk?
How far away are we? Like, I have no really.
So the tree that you've just seen Volta hit is about half a league north of you.
I'd love
how
to
long
see
is a league?
that.
Because I don't do
So
leagues.
3 leagues. We'll call a foot, say, an A4 side of paper in this world, that length, and a league would be 1,000 of those.
And that do me nothing
really
good
far
anyways.
away.
So like
It's a long way, Ed.
1,000
Yeah.
A4 sheets of paper.
That's what I'm taking from it.
So he's 1,000 feet then.
Who's closest
Yeah.
to me?
1,000.
Definitely Dwayne.
That should be 3 metric miles.
Okay. And the army is blocking our way.
Well, I'm trying to. I am running back to Rosie.
I'm trying. I think I'm just gonna try to go to Dwayne.
Okay.
Rosie is lying face down in the grass, just like groaning and trying to. I don't know, wishing she could just sort of jump and leave her
I
body
think
right
the 3
now.
of you have taken some damage right now, so we'll just stick with Runo for the second as Runo tries
Yeah,
to
the
bring
wolf
Runo-
is
Oh no!
fine.
Am
Damage
I
is
gonna,
good.
am I gonna take damage now to even everything out?
Yeah, an arrow falls from the. No, I'm joking.
Oh, Christ.
Runo, talk us through it.
Okay. You said Dwayne was closest to me.
Yep.
Is,
Oh, it's south. We couldn't keep hold of the horse, so she is very close. Laying on the floor, face down, groaning, as you can hear.
No, wasn't it Rosie who took a beating of the horse? Or did both of them do it?
Everyone did.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to it. Hi. I can turn into a wolf.
You don't say.
Yeah, it's
Surely it might have been something you might have wanted to tell us before your wonderful transforming act as we're riding full speed on a horse.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Oh.
Well,
You made an
there's
enemy
an army.
today.
Well, there's an army in front of us. I suggest we should avoid them.
Any
Well-
more great ideas?
No.
Let's gather the group. What do you say, huh?
I just fix her a very long glare and then I just sort of rise slowly to my little halfling feet.
Stairs could kill.
Chill out, my dude. It's cool. It's cool. Let's go. I mean, sort of taps on the back and starts start.
I
to
just
walk
stomp
towards
past
Rosie.
her.
Do we need like some sort of persuasion rolls or something here? Some sort of
Yeah.
charisma to convince you, or
What
Yeah.
charisma?
what do you think? I'm leaving it up to you, Dwayne. You can request. Like,
No, 'cause I've just sort of basically assumed that although she's annoying little wolf transforming tiefling, I at the end I'm just like, look, we've got to keep going no matter what, so we might as well just keep going.
Yeah,
so, no,
and we at least Runa wants to walk kind of in a slow pace. He's in no hurry to go towards the army, so he lit his pipe and take a few puffs from it while they walk.
Dragon, dragon.
we sort of head over to Rosie, and I just take off my maul, and I
Who's
just
closest?
give her a couple of pokes.
I was to say, please do. I thought you just put me out my misery.
It would give me great pleasure, but sadly, I think we need you.
I think she groans a little bit and sort of struggles to her feet, like clutching her stomach. Like,
she's alive.
Sort of
Great.
takes you by the.
And she looks at Runa and goes, "You're a wolf, a freaking wolf,
I'm
and
not
you
a
didn't think
wolf."
to get off the horse first."
Well, can you turn into a wolf? No, I don't think you can. It's kind of difficult. And I just learned how to do it, so calm down.
I think Rosie looks back and forth at Dwell, like, "Are you hearing this? Like, what the hell?" He's the wolf, sort of thing. But
Dwayne looks like she's aged about 10 years in the 5 minutes that this has been going on. So.
I'm not a wolf, but I can turn into one. There's a fine difference.
She just gives a short huff and starts stomping over some Volta.
Rosie's like, "Right, we'll deal with this later. I'm pretty sure he hit a tree over there somewhere. We need to go find him."
Sort of stomp over and poke Volta with my maul.
Well, I barely took any damage, so I would say I'm quite right.
Yeah,
Good.
you more just sort of like shouldered the tree and just sort of like more you lost the horse than you hurt your pride.
And as he did say, I was going to go back for Rosie, so.
Yeah, okay, so you're wandering back towards Rosie, and I assume you bump into the group.
How long did this take? I'm just wondering.
It's a good question. So, without sunlight, how are you guys tracking time? Sorry?
Perception.
I think I would look at the
We're
sun.
winging it.
Yep.
Do it by how hungry I am. That's how I normally do it.
Yeah, I look at the sun. I have been LARPing before. I know how this works.
You remember
There is a sun.
that there is no sun.
What?
The sun
Isn't
doesn't
there?
rise anymore.
The sun is out.
Oh no, I didn't.
Well,
I
you
didn't
did
remember
just say
that.
you
Then
got stars.
No, I don't keep track of time anymore. Oh my gosh.
Stars.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think we've broken Ambly.
Yeah.
Are there any stars or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah, it's starry.
yeah,
Is the moon out and is the moon moving?
Well, if the sun is out, you would probably not be able to see the moon.
There is
I
no
guess.
moon.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Well,
Yeah, probably how hungry I am.
something else
You
is
said before that I'm super
light.
hungry.
Eternal light. There's a difference.
So, as you guys are doing all this, one of you will passively notice that the snaking army to the north of you has continued north, but several of the rows have been battered aside. As like one of the rows of lights gets like knocked about, and a couple of the rows are sent south towards you.
This is the difficult choice, guys.
Run, you fools.
I think that's what my character actually says.
Run, you fools.
So where should we go? Should we?
Well, Fort Jordan is still our target, I would say.
Either way, we have to choose fast because there's just an army in every direction, and we no longer have horses.
Fort Jordan it is. Good.
Okay,
Probably
so
not.
how are you guys going there?
Shall we just go to the king and tell him what we saw?
We're walking.
I don't think the king's alive anymore, is he?
Oh, I don't think so.
Probably
Isn't the king dead? I was going to say, wasn't the whole city taken?
We need to have a dream state about that.
I didn't have a dream.
But you saw an explosion.
Yeah,
I did. I saw an explosion. I'm guessing the king is dead.
Well, that's true. The king is probably fucked.
Proper fucked.
Well then.
So hang on. Can I just clear something up? So the army that's going north, I'm assuming, is heading towards the safe place, as it were.
The place where all of the lights, what would you call them? Escapees, refugees, I suppose. All of the lights, armies, and refugees, and everything.
And we can't see that city right now.
It's a ways down the road.
Can I sort of perceive if we'd get there in time, like before everyone else? I doubt it, but you know.
So, first of all, no, you can't.
Okay, thought so.
Because I believe both you and Doyle don't have dark vision.
I
No.
think I tripped over a stick.
I need to
or-
get
or
a tool.
body.
But you can
Torch
see
is
the
not gonna
speed at which the army to the north is moving, and that is moving at a marching pace.
So not that
Okay.
fast.
But faster than where we can go.
As I say, we got little legs.
I don't.
Me neither.
So what are you doing?
Head into Fort Jordan.
Just walking?
Well,
So
what's the options? Walking, running,
I
crawling.
guess.
But where?
yeah, is it? So the army is walking towards the east, and
west, sorry. Heading towards
West,
Fort
sorry.
London to the west.
and the kingdom we were in was in the north and sort of got attacked before we went out.
One thing that is probably starting to play on Rosie's mind right now is that without horses, it's going to take a long time to get to Fort Yondon and then get back to try and save you.
Oh no, she is thinking that. She's trying to work out we're doing this.
We can get new horses.
Yeah, maybe we should go to the closest town or.
But is there a
village or
town? I thought there
Fort
was.
London is the closest thing.
Yeah.
and get us new horses, I suggest.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like walking.
No, but you did turn into a wolf on a horse. That's all on you. That's not
Yep,
our
you can only wear yourself for the horse loss.
fault.
Yeah, but we saw the army, didn't we?
Well, we saw that without you turning to a freaking wolf, so I don't know what you are implying.
So
So
one of the
can-
things that we may have brushed over a little quickly because of all the excitement, but Runo did take time to look at the army, and
Well,
he
we
would have
haven't heard anything about it anyways.
No, but Runo, I will let you know now that you would have seen that the army is not just orcs and tieflings. There are also men marching with them. Scores of men.
Men.
So yeah, what I did actually see as a wolf was there was humans with them,
Never
like
did
men
like humans.
with human.
And no one is surprised.
I don't like humans.
Were they sort of prisoners or were they with the army?
They're marching.
Oh, marching. All right. Cool beans. Yeah, I would still go with my first plan. Go to the nearest village or
Yeah.
where
So-
we can find try to find horses.
With the exception of Runo, then you guys only really have the option of walking. Do you go through the undergrowth or back to the road?
Undergrowth, I think.
Undergrowth.
Yeah.
Like, just out of curiosity, how big is my wolf shape? Because it would be really funny to have a halfling like riding
Sat
a
on the
wolf.
back.
Bagsy shotgun.
So
What if we do? I'm making a sled so I can
Just
sit
out
on the
of
back.
curiosity,
Cool
I'm
shot.
not suggesting it. I just
So
Like-
I'm guessing Runo's weight as a tiefling is roughly around 80 kilos, something like that.
yeah.
So that's roughly about the size of maybe a German Shepherd dog or a Malamute, somewhere between those two.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. No. Okay. Good to know.
How heavy is the hobbits?
Well,
I
mean,
can only
whenever
look at the
when
hobbits. It depends how much they eat.
I did ride a dog when I was a toddler, but I think when you start to like 20 kilos is probably
But
the maximum.
When you have all the weapons on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Hobbits
that
can't be that heavy due to the fact they're only 2 feet tall.
I think Dwayle's hammer it probably weighs 20 kilos, let alone Dwayle herself. So
Yeah.
What?
So okay, but it's fun to know.
Can the whale handle a hammer 20 kilos heavy?
Yes.
Okay.
Shots fired.
okay, so you
Can
guys
you
make
handle horse riding?
your way west, and each of you find it fairly easy going. You can see Fort Yondon over the west. It's within sort of walking distance. You reckon that you could probably get there in what you used to call hours, but you're still not quite sure how you're going to perceive time now. But you guys are beginning to become exhausted. You
I'll
can
be in the
carry
camp.
on, but you may start to suffer penalties.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should make a camp, maybe?
Carry on my wayward son.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's make a fire need something.
Relax. Try and gain health back.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Volta is beginning to light a fire.
No, 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 no. Bruno
Well, I'm gonna dig
wants to
I'm
stab
gonna dig a
like,
pit first.
an army surrounding us.
I'm still gonna make a
Oh
fire
my
pit.
gosh.
Making a fire
Ah,
pit, you say, yeah.
I'm gonna
Right.
get killed. Ah!
I'm still faking a fire pit, for fuck's sake. Calm down.
Ah!
Rosie just kicks dirt on the fire like he's trying to put it out.
Wait, do I have-
Volta hasn't lit it yet. He was making a pit.
do we have any food on us?
I think
We
we were
did get
given
some food.
options.
We did get some food before we left.
Rosie currently has no food on her.
What?
Whale,
You
I think,
dropped it.
also will have no food on her.
Mm.
Being
Bruno, you have ways of finding food if you really need it.
Nice.
Volta
that-
probably also doesn't.
Stuff.
That was my hint of saying you can go and hunt.
Don't you
Oh.
dare eat me. It's a Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, sure. I can go and try to turn into a wolf, and I guess try to find like a hare or some sort of deer. I don't know. Are we close to a forest?
So how do you turn into a wolf?
How do I turn into? Well,
Squints.
Jeez, Quince.
that is actually true. Before, something always sort of pulled me, and I concentrated. So I guess I'm just gonna. So it's like Runa says, well, I am hungry, so I'm gonna go and look for food. This time I'm gonna try to turn into a wolf, so if I succeed, don't freak out, okay? But I might not succeed. We'll see. Do you guys have any comment on that, by the way?
I think Rosie just sort of looks at you and just doesn't. I don't know.
I sort of lean over to Rosie and just sort of go, Is this what they do?
I think Rosie just sort of shrugs and is just like, look, I don't know what these people. This is why we don't tend to leave Fjord, where I'm from. I've never experienced creatures like this before, so I'm just gonna let it play out.
Did I hear that? Did I hear you whispering that?
Roll me your perception. Actually, first of all, were you two whispering? Or were you quite blatantly?
I was going to say, I was quite blatantly.
I was quite blatantly.
Oh, yeah, you certainly heard the whole thing. Yeah.
Runa would just be like, sort of thing. And he starts to concentrate on him turning into a wolf with a wolf shape, sort of 4 legs, fur, and just concentrating.
I think Rosie shuffles away from him a little bit, but still watches in sort of a mixture of confusion and fascination, because this is just weird. Like, she thought a tiefling was weird, but this tiefling turns into
And as you are watching, you see Runo sort of really concentrating, sort of like trying to hunch over a little bit, but you're not changing.
Oh, okay. I didn't even get to roll for that. Okay. Well, that didn't work.
You are so hungry.
I could probably go and find.
I was going to say, can I get my bow and arrow and go out, please?
Yeah, do that. Runa lies down on
I could probably do something. I mean, I lived like near the woods like all my life.
I'm also quite good at foraging berries and stuff.
Yeah, Runa can...
I've got 3 nature, so I could go for it.
I've got... I've pressed the wrong thing.
But Runa tried to find like berries and mushrooms and things he know is eatable from the nature.
Okay, so give me some nature checks. Everyone except Rosie.
Come on, make me proud. Yeah!
What was that? Did I have to roll? Sorry.
No, everyone except you rolls.
Oh, I see.
What was it?
What do I need? I need to roll.
Wow, I 0 in nature. That's weird. Okay. 10.
Why do I need to roll?
You don't. I don't know, Ed's gone to get real food. We started talking about food, and Ed's gone to get real food.
I know, it's making me really hungry.
Well, Alice, I guess you're in character. So you guys don't really find very much. Dwayne, you find a blackberry bush, but there's not a lot on it. You get something to eat, but you're not really very full.
These blackberries are mine.
My blackberries.
Rosie, you can also roll nature if you want.
Okay.
Even if you just look again at your character sheet though for a second, as I do this.
Oh, it's you changing it. Yeah, I know, that's the thing I was... Oh, it's a spell. That's why I couldn't find it. Hang on. This is the thing I meant about finding berries. Hang on. Can I check what everyone's eating before they eat it, please? I don't want them to poison themselves.
I furiously stuffed blackberries down my mouth.
Rosie sort of holds up both hands like, whoa, okay, and then walks on to the next person. I'd like to use my spell, though. Berry.
Yep, so you find 10 berries, each of which restore one hit point of health.
Thank you.
Which you may distribute as you wish.
Well, who's injured and what now? I know I'm the most injured.
I'm less thinking about injured and more thinking about hunger right now. Like,
oh, does it count as that?
Runo's super hungry. He's like,
Can I just sort of dish out? As Dwayne has already stuffed her face with blackberries. Can I sort of dish them out between Volta? Where's this gone? Volta, Runo, and I.
can hear Runa's belly rumbling. And it looks at the berries like puppy eyes.
And they called it popular.
So I hand over the berries and sort of get people to eat them.
I ate some berries, I guess.
Okay, yeah, you all eat berries, and everyone may not feel full, but you feel like, you know, something's been in your belly, except for Bruno, who doesn't feel like full at all.
No.
If anything, it just makes you hungrier. So you guys get some sleep. Do you make a fire in the end?
No,
I did say I was
no.
going to make a fire.
I don't think we should.
no.
A fire pit goes a long way.
Yes,
I'm
all
letting
the
you
way
guys
into
play
the
this out.
distance where the army can see us.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh God,
No fire.
no fire.
I would literally pee on it if you went on. Kill it on fire.
Blackberries.
Okay, do you lit a fire anyway, or are you convinced? Are you?
The thing is, everybody went hunting or whatever, and I was going to make a fire, so I'm not really sure if it should be a fire lit already.
Yeah, that's true actually. So while you guys were hunting berries,
okay.
sorry, I didn't hear Alice move. I was wondering what the hell that sound was downstairs. So
Well-
while you guys are off getting berries, Walter's well on the way to making a fire.
Oh, okay. So there was a fire when we came back. Yes or no?
There is at the beginnings of a fire. There's a little bit of smoke.
Oh, okay.
And sort of like embers starting to go, but like Volta's blowing on it to make it bigger, but it's not a full fire yet.
What the fuck, dude? And he starts again to stamp like dirt on it and tries to put it out.
So as you concentrate on the flames trying to put it out, you stamp on it, but the flame seems to just go out as you look at it.
As I look at it. Oh, that's right. I can I do stuff like that? I know I can make fire with my hands. I know I can put out fire with my mind. That's pretty awesome.
I don't trust magicians.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. And I point towards Volta and no fire. No fire.
Well, I'm not the one who want to be freezing tonight.
So I guess you can try to make a fire if we fall asleep, but Runa is just gonna put it out each and every time. Unless you try to stop me.
So again, I'm just gonna let you guys roleplay this one out. Like interactions, you guys just carry on.
Okay. Who's gonna take the first watch?
I will.
Great.
I would say we
lays
don't
down
want
and starts to
I
sleep.
would say we shouldn't be one guarding it.
Pardon?
I'm suggesting we shouldn't be one guarding it.
You mean two people?
Yes.
Not it. And Runa turns his back and tries to sleep again.
Dwayne, you're also back.
Yeah, so Dwayne takes the first watch, and we want two people to take the first watch.
Yep.
Yeah, and Runa just like, no.
Yeah,
no,
I'm taking.
I want to.
I'm taking it. I'm taking the first one as well.
Okay, so Volta and Dwayne, you two sit up and start sorting out the fire.
Okay.
Sorry, not the fire. You guys start taking watch. Whilst Rosie and Runo head to bed. I assume you're heading to bed, Rosie?
Now go to bed.
Awesome. So, Dwayne and Volta, you guys are sitting up now watching the camp.
Yep.
You still see the lines to the north moving. Alice,
Do we
please be
feel-
aware I'm currently muting you for the reverb. So yeah, you see the dots to the north, the rows to the north, sort of head above. You can sort of see with your dark vision, Volta. You can see the city of Fort Yonder on the horizon, and you can see over to the north. You've got the lines of torches, sort of not being a line anymore, and more forming up into squares and rectangles.
All right. Passing this information back on to. Well, I'm guessing Gigas can see it as well, right?
Well, Giggles
don't-
can see the torches, but not the town.
Ooh, lights.
Shiny lights.
So in character.
Just being Gigas, I would say.
Yeah.
You bullied.
Okay. Well, you guys have a
Okay.
fairly quiet night then, as you
Yeah.
you
I
choose
hope
not
so.
to talk to each other too much, and after a few hours, I assume you guys swap with Runo and
Yep.
Rosie.
Yep. Ah, hell. Need to do a stupid roll. Damn it.
For what?
So yeah, if you guys want to interact as you wake them up and stuff.
Get up.
So
I'll just give him a couple of kicks.
Of course you do.
I think Rosie's sort of not been sleeping well anyway, so she's sort of halfway. Yeah. It's like, she's getting up. She sort of waves us off. Yes, I'm getting up.
Yeah.
And grabs her bow and goes to take watch.
Fine. But I'm still hungry though. Anyway,
I just curl up into a little ball and just sort of turn over.
Excellent. Roll
I
me
turn into a
1d20.
big ball and turn over.
Runa would actually lick his pipe.
Of course.
Yeah, he would do that.
And are you and Rosie interacting during this?
Yeah, obviously. You want to try again?
Rose, no, I'm good right now. Thanks.
You sure?
You enjoy it though. Like, you enjoy it. Like,
Well, I would enjoy it more if more people enjoyed it with me.
I'm still not feeling. I'll try it in future, but at the moment, I'm not feeling it after last time. I just really want to be focused on surviving the night.
So Runo, you can see the same thing that Volta could. Like all the torches lined up north of the city.
Pardon?
All of the torches lining up into like squares and rectangles above the city.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite an army out there. Are you scared?
Yes, of course. I think Rosie just sort of fumbles over her words, like, and shrugs it off. But no, I think I'm more worried about my family at the moment.
Yeah. Tell me about it. How's your family?
Either dead or wandering off to the dead mountain where they
No.
probably will be dead.
No, what I meant was, how was it before the war?
Sorry, hang on.
Having a moment here.
Yeah. So was the cat. We were just a normal family, like a close, small family. We did our day-to-day job, and I always wanted to leave and travel and see more, and now I'm kind of, I guess you get what you wish for, but it's not exactly what I imagined.
Yeah, I have actually been on the road for a few years. Been
Years?
traveling.
Why did you leave?
Well, you know how you saw me the first time we met? Imagine a village for your entire life. That was
God.
kind of why I left. And it's really nice what the nature has to offer you. Usually they have more to offer than the people.
I think I see why you left, but not everywhere's like that. Ah!
Aw.
Come on, off.
Kitty invasion.
I think my heart just melted. Oh, I want a kitty.
And sorry, she's also typing in chat. Right, let's just get out there. Okay.
Hey, get back to this heartfelt moment, you.
Rosie sort of offers Runo a smile, but that's about it. Like she sort of shrugs, like, you know, she doesn't really want to talk anymore. She's just wants this day to be over more than anything.
Runa sort of just like give an understanding smile and continue to smoke on his pipe and probably enjoy it for the rest of the night, pretty much.
Mm.
And I guess we just wake them up when we feel like it. Yeah, when we have gone a few hours, I guess.
Yeah. So when you guys are feeling a little rested, you guys wake the other guys up.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So I didn't need to make my roll?
Ali, please roll me 1d20.
Shit.
You should have said something, you guys.
You need to. Oh, I need to learn.
I did ask you earlier, but you didn't hear me. So
I didn't pay attention to what he said.
you have a peaceful night's sleep.
Yeah, suck it. That's exactly what I say when I wake up.
Punches the air and moves on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys then are going to continue heading west?
Yeah, I guess so.
West.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to take long for you to like make good progress towards Fort Yondon. Soon everyone can see it, not just those with dark vision. But you guys are really bleary-eyed. Without the sun rising to wake you up, you're really struggling to be and stay awake. It's really difficult. Like your body's just got used to the light being out when you're awake for so long. That,
The clock is messed up.
Welcome to Northern Sweden.
Anyways.
Yeah, you're really quick. But this is like pitch black, not even brightening, just pitch black.
Okay.
So no stars even now then.
Yeah, there are stars, but it's not enough to brighten the.
It's nothing that lights.
Yeah, it's not like street lights or anything. You know, it's
Yeah.
dark.
It does use some light. So can you get the moon with it? It should be. Weird,
So,
I guess.
Volta had dark vision as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess we take the lead and Rosie and Dwayne will just follow us.
I would say one in the front and one in the back. With the hobbits in between.
Yeah, that's probably clever. Yeah, Ruda takes the back. And
Okay.
just sort of push the hobbits between us.
So yeah, you guys, as you come around towards the town, you notice that a fold in the land hides the torches. So you guys can no longer see the torches from the city of the town.
Roger.
Just keep heading towards the city, I guess.
Okay, so as you get closer, some knights with torches ride out to meet you. They sort of ride up like, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Your scouts.
And one of them immediately shouts back towards the hold, "Scouts, my lord, open the gates!" And you're very quickly ushered into the castle. You don't see. Alice, I'm muting you again.
Yeah, that was really loud, dude.
Fucking hell.
You don't see Valak as you enter the castle this time, or any of his, like, he was usually followed by a few guys that you recognize, and none of those are around. You are motioned towards like a seated area where you're made to sit, and you see the king's old advisor Benjamin walking around, surrounded by people, and he is. Do you guys need a minute with the kitty?
She is running havoc a little bit, but I'll be fine.
Okay.
It's
So, like,
fine.
you guys see you see Benjamin surrounded by yes men, and he sort of catches your eyes, just looks at you with disdain, and just sort of carries on moving, and you're just sitting in this waiting room, and you're just sitting and waiting.
Well, this is fun. What? Why is anyone waiting? I don't like it.
I'm just sort of tapping my foot against the ground, and if there's like any nearby guard or anything, I'll
we
just sort of
sat
go.
down to wait before we can reveal any information. Is that what you said?
Yes.
It's just like a doctor's waiting room style sort of
Something
thing.
like that.
There literally there is no sound in this room. It's just a room for people to sit and wait.
Okay, Runa goes to the door and opens the door and just yells, "Servants, bring us the king. We have news." And sort of slams the door and go back and mutters for himself.
So dramatic.
Runa is a drama queen.
Clearly.
So the minutes drag on, and after a little while, someone pokes their head around the door and says, "I'm so sorry, Benjamin. I shouldn't call him by that. What's his title now? He can't see you guys just now, but he will see you very soon."
Oh God.
So if you
I'm
just-
barging in.
Benjamin.
Him, no.
Yeah, Runa is
Wait a
as well.
second.
He follows Walter.
Not the stupid advisor.
He is not in charge, surely.
Bing.
I can't wait to smack his face in with my hammer.
Wait, what do you mean Runa seems to have a second breakdown? When was the first breakdown?
You turned into a freaking
I said,
wolf.
were you not here? I think Rosie sort of gives us sideways sort of glance at Dwell, like rolling the eyes of, oh my God, that idiot's in charge sort of thing. Like that's the person with
Gives
sort of
a
look.
gigantic
So-
sigh.
So Volta is barging out the door.
Yeah, and
Yep.
Runa is following close off.
Not out, in.
Volta. Well, you don't know exactly. You're in like a separate room, so you barge into a corridor, and you can sort of see maybe a
But
dais
I'm
walkway.
gonna
that might...
follow the dude who just came out through the door, so.
Awesome. So you follow behind him, and he takes a few twists and turns, and then nips through a side door into a larger. What would, if this was the capital city, it would be a throne room, but I guess it's not. So it's more like the mayor's room for seeing, seeing people. But this is
Like the
also a
main
hall?
large castle. This is a fort, so it's got a certain amount of grandeur to it.
Alright.
So as you barge in, there are people milling about everywhere, except around the chief seat, if you will, where you recognise the king's old advisor Benjamin sitting on the chair, not being addressed by anyone, but just sort of brooding, not really doing anything.
Who looks in charge?
I was going to say that. Rosie sort of walked forward and go, so are you in charge now?
Oh, it's you.
Oh
Do you
God!
want the information or not? Because it's quite critical.
Of all the people, they made you in charge.
What
Shout to
information? I don't recall sending you on a mission.
That's because you weren't in charge at the time.
Seems you've really got your wits about you here. Really up to speed with everything going on. Isn't that right, Benjamin?
First of all, things have changed slightly
hang on.
around here. You will refer to me as Lord Benjamin.
No, I will not.
Failure to do so again shall lead to incarceration.
Really?
Sure. Okay.
Do you want the useful information that could save your city, or what do you want to go for here?
As I recall, you were just insubordinates anyway. You made yourself separate to the camp, and for all I know, could be fraternizing with the enemy. You just came from the east, where the enemy are.
So you don't want to know about the giant army
How the hell
that's
does he
heading
know
in your
this?
Guys,
direction?
he doesn't want to know. Let's go. We know where to go.
My question remains: who looks like he's in charge in the room?
Definitely Lord Benjamin.
Oh god.
There are people standing
Oh my
around.
gosh! I
sort of
didn't even know you could
attending.
open that on the computer. Get off! Off! Mother of.
Cats.
Okay, sorry. Bear with me a second, guys. I don't even know what that is. Why is everything frozen? What have you broken?
You're still playing, baby, so you're fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can still see the camera now.
Don't worry about it.
I know, but I can't change my character sheet, so you might have to do it for me.
Can you see the room?
I can't get. My screen's completely frozen.
Okay, don't worry about it. We'll do it for you. It's fine.
Okay, thank you.
So Bruno was suggesting a movement to leave.
I think.
Who looks like he's in second in charge? Then if my question isn't honest,
You remember
Is there anyone?
because I don't care about
Is there anyone who's looking as annoyed with this situation as we are?
or I'm more annoyed even.
So you look around the room for anyone who looks annoyed or
No,
dissatisfied,
I look for someone who looks like he's well in charge-ish.
and literally everyone is either looking towards Benjamin with adulation or devotion.
Oh, come on.
And
Okay.
What's adulation?
the person who like not lust but like formal lust.
Admiration, more or less.
Yeah, that'll do. And so the person who looks second in charge, Ed, would be the square-jawed sergeant that you will remember from the camp also, who is pretty much a yes man to Benjamin.
Doesn't matter. I like him better than I do Benjamin, so I'm gonna go talk to him instead.
Go for it.
Well, I'm going for it.
Talk.
I just said. Well, I'm gonna give him the information we have acquired during our little field trip.
So as you start to explain about Bleak Post, he says, "I remember you. You guys, you wouldn't take any orders at all or anything. I am fully behind Benjamin here in that we should have you guys incarcerated." And Benjamin's sort of looking at him like, well, "Yes, take them away."
Rudy's like, what?
And so 4 or 5 guards come and quite casually just try and lead you away. They're not.
I take out my
Put
maul.
their hands away. Like,
Now, kids,
Don't you-
stay along.
you're all going to die if you don't do something about this now.
Kids,
Rudy's
stay
like,
along. The kid
Rosie,
over
roll me
here.
a
The army's
persuasion
coming.
check.
I am not going to jail again because. Ugh.
Don't you dare
Oh,
touch
you can't
me.
roll,
Is
can
it
you? You
where?
can't. Sorry. Ed, you were also shouting, right? Roll me a persuasion check as well.
Well, I shouted, kids, play along. They don't want to know that the army is coming in the midst. Was it perception? No, what did you say?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Then Rosie, Runo, and Whale take that on board. So the guards ignore you, Rosie, and they start to hustle you guys out of the room.
I really fight to try and get free.
Dig my heels
I
into
am
the floor.
biting. I am. Sorry, I am trying to get them off me.
dig my heels into the floor. Just nope.
I sort of shout that so you've led all these families, these refugees to their deaths, and you will die here as well because you're too stupid to listen.
Let's roll some initiatives.
I can't.
Give me a second.
But you wanted to send the result of this roll to turn tracker, but nobody took us to look at it.
I
That
can't.
nat 20, Ed. Nice.
Is it on?
What did I get?
Rosie got 14.
14.
Oh.
I can't find it.
At the top, next to armor class.
Yeah, but I can't. Is it on?
Oh, is this
your
initiative?
info? Because it's just white for me.
Next to armor class. Over
Are
your
we all
HP.
rolling?
Yes.
Let's have a quick look at Runo's character.
You can have a fight giggles.
Did you guys get that?
You know, can.
12, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, now it works for some reason. Sorry.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
I moved you over to your core sheet. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. What was it? Initiative.
Mhm.
So what is this 1.12 initiative?
I don't know. We'll address that in the future.
Where was it?
Right at the top,
Over your
above
HP.
hit points.
Over your HP. Quite in the middle of the sheet.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got 0 in it. Great.
I like it. A 5.
Great.
So, Ed,
Yes.
you can see Rosie and Dwayne beginning to start a fight. Runo protesting loudly about not wanting to go to prison again.
Yep.
How does Volta react? You can see a fight's about to break out anyway.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, I'm gonna swing, I guess.
You're going to attack.
Can anyone hear me? Because I can't hear anyone.
We can hear
I
you,
can hear you.
We can hear you.
but you can't hear us too.
Okay, we're going to take 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and sort Alice out.
Okay.
Be right back.
Yep.
Oh, Adam. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, don't let the cat sit on the keyboard.
I kept
There's
it
your problem.
And now
Did you
she's
mute
biting.
something?
Ah.
Mute something?
How did you do that?
Ow!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Weed can hear you.
Yeah. It's,
Sorry.
No,
it
you.
was just-
I would say wed.
Down there, the little.
Happy face.
Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hear like
Yeah.
the static
Test. Anyone? Can you give us
Hello.
some words?
We
Yep,
can
yep,
hear you.
wave.
Give them thumbs up.
Wave if you can't hear us. Talk if you're not.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so it's just.
Can
like
you hear
that.
them?
I can't hear anything. She's not called out or anything, is she?
Possibly. Keldy. Bad old kitty. Can you hear anything now?
No.
Da-da-da-da.
Da, 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 da.
I'll do it.
She's letting on that. Stop.
No.
There we go. Yay!
There you go. There's your character sheet back.
Cat outside.
Come on, you. You come with me. Come on.
Lock the door.
Yeah, that's right. Bad kitties go to the Adam corner where they belong.
Okay, I'm
You're
back.
Such a good kitty.
Was she? Was she?
Yeah. Always a good kitty.
Well, clearly not.
Okay, sorry about that brief invasion, guys. So, where are we?
Yes.
Ah, yes, Ed. You see a fight is literally about to break out. When last we spoke, I think you were about to take a swing at someone, but
Yeah, well, I'm thinking though. I'm not swinging. I'm charging. Like I'm gonna shove the guards away from the little kids.
okay.
Hang on. From the little kids.
Yes, you kids in my eyes.
What? Hang on.
Just,
I'm 2 meters taller than
guys,
you. You're
guys,
kids.
just a brief reminder that these people are actually fighting the same war as we do. So we probably
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna shove them
kill
instead of
everyone
hit
in
them with
this
my hammer.
castle. Maybe you just wanna knock some sense into them, if you know what
That's
I
what
mean.
he's doing. Stop.
That's what I'm doing.
Good. Just
My
friendly
hammer is not called
reminder.
sense, so
So Ed bursts into this beginnings of a fight, and Ed, just give me an athletics check.
Fucking cartwheels across the room like a pro.
So that's a reasonable athletics check. He runs in and just sort of like breaks you guys apart, like literally one arm on both halflings, and pushes the guards away with the other. And
Yeah.
Ed, you create a bit of space in which Volta
I create
can
what?
talk. Sorry?
I create
A bit of space in the
Space,
room in
right.
which, and you have a moment to talk.
play nice, kids, or it's gonna end bad.
So he's persuading you guys, Rosie and Dwayne.
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, roll your persuasion.
Oh, what?
What? What did you? Oh dear.
I'm gonna smoke Benjamin in his stupid
Wow.
empty face.
Rosie.
Ugh. If he convinces me now, I'm going to be really annoyed.
I roll
No,
a
no, no,
4, so
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
doubtful of
It's only a
that.
4.
What
Don't
about
worry about it. Don't even roll. Don't even roll. Just
No.
go straight onto your turn.
Yeah.
Um,
It was a piss poor argument, Ed.
Well, it's-
hang on,
it's-
because I kind of lost sound for a bit. So what's happened? Sorry.
Not a lot. Basically,
Guards
you guys,
got us to get us out.
yeah,
And
they're trying to push
you
you
and
out.
Ali and Ambly is arguing against it, and I'm trying to pay along. But you are about to start a fight, and I shoved the guards away.
So you've
And
just
my
literally-
argument is also targeted to the guards. It's not just
Oh,
not-
okay. Oh, well, yeah, it's still a rubbish argument.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Bad
They
argument.
should be somewhat intimidated due to my stature.
Does Rosie sort of break free and just again sort of shout, do you want all these people to die? Because that is what's going to happen. I don't care about you. I care about the people that you have led here.
Are you persuading or scaring?
How intimidating can a hobbit that's like 2 foot
Of
tall
course,
be?
I should.
Can I roll
I
intimidation?
would recommend.
Hang on, let me see.
Get it.
Oh, neither are good. Oh, why not? Let's just. Oh God, that's terrible.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Let's just. Oh, do you know what? They're both. Let's just. Oh God, I'm going to intimidate.
Well, are you serious? Okay.
It's the same for each, so that's what it's going to.
All right.
Good.
Good luck. I'm gonna count for you. Oh dear.
You
Oh
just flash
no.
me.
Aw. You can just hear Ruda in the back of the room, like, oh.
You know, and the toddler's just like getting really angry. That's what I look like right now.
So you spend your turn trying to intimidate people, but you're basically just a squeaky little halfling, and they just continue to look as though they're going to shuffle you out. Dwayne.
Alright, so I take my maul. Now, is this stupid Benjamin idiot, is he like stood behind a desk?
He's sat at a chair behind a row of guards.
Behind a row of guards. Ugh. There goes my plan. Can I... And what are the guards like, protecting him, or... They just stood there? What are they doing?
They're trying to usher you out.
Can I take my maul and just kind of like... a big swing to try and knock all the guards like into each other, like a nice little row of dominoes?
Go for the ankles.
I
Wow.
will.
Go for the knees.
Dwayne, make me an attack roll.
Attack. What's that one? I just click my maul.
Yep.
Come on at me, baby. Yeah, get him.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, fuck you, guards.
And can you roll some damage as well on that?
Damage.
It's the button next to your weapon as well. You got attack and you got damage.
What? My hit dice?
You got attack, then you got damage.
I-
Just click the damage type.
Oh, right. So I roll that. Okay. Roll 2.
You can click it.
6. What? Fine. See, it didn't work.
Should be.
Ha! Hmm.
Much for me. Do you have a damage dice off your weapon?
Yes, it's 2d6 plus 2. Oh, Jesus, he's doing things. Oh,
Well, I'm not doing anything. I'm just
the other one is.
proving concepts.
He's doing things.
Ali's disappeared.
Hello?
So, and I happened to get exactly the same roll as you did first time. Brilliant. So, Ali, you swing your hammer to try and knock things aside,
Yeah.
and
Please say I
You
hit one. Please.
strike
Just
the guard in
one.
the knee,
Yeah, get him.
and you instantly cripple him.
Yeah,
the
get him. Take that, Dave.
Oh, poor thing.
No, he had it covered.
I tried to warn him.
As they are now all looking very affronted, and you hear Benjamin the Baron saying, "They've drawn a weapon! Clearly they are affiliated with the enemy! Seize them!"
I'll
Okay.
kill you, you bastard!
Bruno, what do you do?
Okay, Runa is gonna try to hold all. Runa is just so pissed. He's never been in a fight. He's never killed anyone, so he doesn't draw like any weapons of some kind. He's just so pissed of this whiny little turd. So he continues to yell, "This is exactly why this kingdom is gonna go under, because you little bitch can't rule anything. Any sensible, good decision. You sent out a team of 4 scouts, giving them weapons, and when we come back with important information, you're just gonna cast us in jail."
I'm in the
Rosie
background, like,
looking
yeah!
like, damn.
I'm in the background, I've got my maul held in like 2 hands, and I'm like, woo, woo, woo!
So I guess that's some kind of persuasion or intimidation.
Intimidation.
I'd say that's definitely intimidation.
Like Runa is so pissed of this little
I don't even
whiny.
think you're trying to persuade him. This is more statements, isn't it? Like, I mean,
Yeah, you go,
Intimidation,
girl. What is it? Is it persuasion?
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
roll some intimidation, yeah.
Okay.
Seize them.
Damn it!
So,
Come
Can
in.
I not do something?
That's 2.
sorry.
What was that? Did you say that's 2?
Yeah, no, me last. So, seeing you draw weapons, the sergeant immediately barks for reinforcements. Soon there are more guards in this room than you guys are going to be able to deal with, and very
That's quitter talk.
quickly they start attacking you. Armed with swords and shields, of which I have neither. We are going to throw attacks at all of you.
Okay. So how many gods are there? Can we count?
Not that high.
There's
Like,
there's probably about 15 in the room at the moment, and the sergeant and Benjamin. So first of all, Benjamin is in the background, shouting instructions to his men, and his instructions are reinforcing their will, rallying them. So they're feeling pretty
Empowered.
confident as they run in an attack. So they're going to attack first of all the most dangerous of you.
I'm just saying, I haven't drawn a weapon. I'm just saying.
No. I don't think you're the most dangerous at the minute. You're the one
No,
who's
not
breaking
right
things
now,
up.
Ali is.
Well, I'm guessing if I had a weapon, I would have been the dangerous one.
Oops.
Well, that
Who
was
is
a
the
fail.
most dangerous one?
Probably
It
me.
depends because they
Yeah.
were wary of
Whale.
tiefling.
Because I
Does a
crippled
4 or a
Dave.
6 hit you?
But
Poor Dave.
half orc is still more dangerous than I think.
Yeah. Ignore the halfling that just crippled Dave, who was just like a couple of days out of retirement.
I was going to say he's got family, young family at home, and
Oh.
how he can't go on that holiday for the summer.
He's off
Ali?
to Tenerife.
Does a 15 beat your armor class?
Pardon?
Does a 15 beat your armor class?
I don't know, does it? Oh, my armor class is 15.
I
How
think
do
the
I do it?
attacker wins then.
No! Abby, shut!
Sorry, might be the old
7
rule.
damage
I'm not
for
sure.
me, Ali.
What's this?
Take 7 damage.
You... Fine. I still have 32 hit points. Come at me.
Oh, another guard rushes up and nat crits you, Ali.
What?
Oh, what? Can I not
Dave.
react at all to any of this?
Okay, I have 3 hit points left.
He hits you for 13 damage.
I am dead.
So, Dwayne, you black out.
Oh my god, he killed the hobbit!
First the bear, now the hobbit.
I'm just like, Bramble, I'm coming for you! As I hit the floor.
So, how do the rest of you react to this? Do you
Bruno
see this and
raises
go
his
quiet,
hand
or
and
do
just
you...
sit down on the floor and really grumpy. He's not having this, but he's just like, I'm not having this shit, but he's not happy.
Rosie runs towards Dwayne, and just stands between her, at the moment, fairly lifeless body and guards, just sort of saying, okay, we get the message, sort of thing.
Take them away. Lock them up with Valak.
Who's Valak? Sounds familiar.
Oh!
That's the guy we kind of like, who likes us.
I'm fairly sure that's the guy who sent you on this mission.
Yeah, it must be.
That's what I mean.
Oh!
So,
It's a
Can I be like? Can I sort of gesture to Volta to pick up Dwayne, please? I don't just want to
you
drag
don't
him by
need
effort.
to, as
You don't
the
need to
guards,
gesture yet.
the guards bind your hands behind your back. Runo, very familiar with this now. And two of them hold Volta just in case. But the
I am
rest-
playing along too because
Yeah. They're very appreciative of that, by the way. They're like nervous about you, and they lead you away. And you end up walking down a few flights of stairs, and a rusty old.
How many
wooden-
leaders are leading us away?
Sorry.
How many guards are leading us away?
I would say 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 holding you. No, wait, 6. Sorry, 5, 4 holding you as a group. So one for Dwayne, 1 for Runo, 2 for Volta, 1 carrying Dwayne, and 1 sort of overseeing. So they take you down a couple of flights of stairs, and you get to a large wooden but rusty dungeon door, and the door opens with a thick lock, like clack of an old key, and you are ushered inside, and the door closes behind you, and you are now seemingly alone in a very large, dusty cell. Very dark as well. Even you with dark vision can't see the opposite walls.
I can see in darkness.
Even
That
then,
was
you can't see
teammates.
the opposite walls.
That's a big room then.
Yeah, Runo tries to find nearest
Vol-
corner and
also
make
vol-
himself comfortable as possible.
Make yourself comfortable. Okay.
Yes, he knows this.
How have they put Dwayne's body in there? Have they literally just thrown it, or
They've
can I
just,
drag
like-
it to like some hay or something?
They've just put it down by the door.
Okay, can I find something fairly soft to put down on?
Corpses don't have gender, Ali.
Huh? Oh, I'm properly dead. I thought I was just unconscious.
No, you are unconscious. I'm just playing.
I was like, holy shit. I was like, my adventure's gotten really short suddenly.
Next week we have a space open. No.
Fucking rude.
Oh, yeah. I guess someone needs to
I try and make her comfortable, even though she probably can't feel it. But I drag on to something.
has
Is there like
someone
sound or anything, or
has someone looked at her wounds? Yes or no?
I'm not even sure what to hit her with.
no? I don't know what they were hitting.
Okay. Runo kind of realized this and brushes his trousers off and go towards it, like lights a small fire with his finger and sort of let's see what we have here, and he sort of tries to help you.
So
Rosie sort of offers
time.
help wherever she can.
Also, this is the first time Rosie and Volta have seen Runo produce fire.
I still don't like magicians.
Yeah, I have lit my pipe with my fingertips.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think maybe they just assumed since you dropped your matches in the dirt and stuff before that you were using matches. But okay.
Oh, okay. But it would be cool if it was the first time. But he has been lit his pipe with.
Fair enough. I must have missed that. That's my bad. So, roll me your medicine, please.
Don't poison her.
Medicine. Okay. I have a what?
Herbalist.
In tools, herbalist kits. Is that useful now?
You have the skill in it, but you currently don't have any. Also, they relieved you guys of your weapons when they took you.
Okay. No, my one dagger. Oh no. 14.
Dwayne looks to get slightly more stable.
Okay.
Are we still tied? Is my question.
No, they untied you when they let you into the room.
Okay. Like, is she stable or is she?
She is not stable yet, but she seems less on the brink of like death. They've hit her pretty hard in the head, and she is still bleeding heavily from the head, as well as bruising across her ribs and a gash down her leg.
Can I give it another try, or is it?
You can
sort of. Okay.
At this point, Rosie's not freaking out, but really trying to help, because the last time she saw a halfling in this sort of state, that was when she sort of lost her entire village. So she's like, what can we do? How can I help? Sort of.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
What, sorry?
A wisdom saving throw.
What?
Oh my gosh!
Take your wisdom skill.
Oh God! Keep me away from her.
So, Rosie, you are too freaking out. If anything, you're a hindrance, and you are disrupting Runo's
Okay,
role.
I back up. I back away.
No, you don't have control at the minute. You're having a bit of a breakdown. So, unfortunately, Runo, that lovely 22, please roll it with disadvantage. So, roll me another one.
Oh God!
Oh no! With disadvantage.
Ed, this is the great time to pick me up.
Just one more dice, and we'll take the worst of the two.
I'm picking the hysterical hobbit away.
Oh no!
We'll take the 18. We'll take the 18. That's the first roll.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Ed picked me up and moved
You
me.
still managed to stabilize the hobbit. Dwayne, you come back round. You are now on 1 HP.
I'm gonna fight someone.
Her little fist's still going. She comes around.
Runa, you're gonna be okay, pal. Gives her a pat on the back.
That pat killed me.
And that killed her.
Yeah, and sort of. I think he just gonna sit next to her. Just because he doesn't want to move.
My friends. Are you the scouts?
I didn't have a last part scratch.
Are you the scouts?
Yes, we are.
ex-scouts.
So once a scout, always a scout.
Grizzled Valak walks towards you with fresh wounds on his own body and no armor anymore. So tell me, what did you find?
Well, we're gonna be fucked in a day or two.
Well, what happened to you? You looked fucked up.
I guess that shithead that's in charge nowadays is to blame.
Benjamin, he is a good man, but he is power hungry and he will not stand.
He is not a good man. That does not define a good man. Look what he did! Like,
I'm gonna beat a stupid face in. Where's my
He
more?
only understands
Someone
obedience.
take it off her.
He only understands obedience. That is his failing. He means well, but
A good man is not power hungry during a crisis like this. Good man's is the problem ahead.
He sacrifices the people of this fort for pride. That's not a good man.
he is.
No.
I don't think he is aware. I was not aware. You say we are. You say we are fucked.
No. You look fucked up, man.
I said we
But
feel
yeah,
fucked.
we're also fucked. Everyone's fucked.
Give me details.
I gave you the details we did get during our mission.
So when he hears about the armies amassing to the north, he begins to sort of sweat a little bit and says, "Okay, this is not a dungeon they have locked us in. This is a hold. The reason we were running to Fort Yondon was because here we have a good defensible stronghold. The Fort Yondon has never fallen in battle. And here, this is where the civilians stay during battle. There should be another exit at the other end of this tunnel. But it is most likely to be barred."
Why haven't you
But
gone
most
looking for
likely
it yet?
It's intriguing to check out.
I have been awaiting rescue.
I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think that's really going to happen.
I have been in here for approximately. I'm not sure how you measure time down here, but my beard is maybe 2 days' growth.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Someone needs a beard so we can tell the time.
Bruno actually have a beard. He got a sort of a goatee. Don't worry, you're gonna see how it looks like next time I'm finished with it.
Yay!
So, I assume in the last 2 days, my men have not won, for want of better words, coup.
Nope.
You did a coup? But
Then, yes, we could see that Benjamin would be a problem. He means well, but he is misguided.
I do not think this man means well.
There is more
At
to
all.
him than you know. There is more to him.
Like what?
He has personal issues. I understand, but it is no time to address
so
it.
why have he locked you away?
Because I will not say yes when he says jump.
Oh,
Good man.
get it.
So, let us head. The tunnel should lead west to the beaches. I think our best bet will be to head to the beach and try and meet up with the resistance who are resisting the Kingdom of Light before this even began.
Yeah.
And what about my family?
I'm sorry, what family?
My family. They've They said they may have found some survivors from my village heading towards the Dead Mountain.
No one returned from the Dead Mountain.
But why are they going there? There's got to be a reason. What if they know something we don't, something crucial?
So, as we say that, we're going to stop there.
No!
And
nice.
We are gonna fly across the map to the waste at the foot of the dead mountain, where a woman
Okay.
oversees a
Or
few.
whatever it says.
Sorry.
Like the glaive or something, or whatever it says.
He's about to read. He's about to drag your map again.
Yeah. We are very near the grave. Which
the
is
glaive it says. Okay.
a small town.
Blacksmith.
But no, they're not actually there. They're just along a section at the foot of the mountain, and a woman there is.
But in that longitude, latitude, where we go latitude, right?
Sorry.
In like that latitude of the grave, or what? Further
Yeah,
down.
that'll do.
Ed,
Yeah.
stop! You're killing Ali.
Thank you.
So funny.
So yeah,
Enjoy the
a woman is overseeing a small troop of soldiers carrying bound men up the mountains, and she says, "I like you, Andon. Soon you shall be mine." Andon sort of turns and says, "I will never serve the dark." She. Once we get you to the forge, you will see how well you can resist. Some men have lasted up to a week in the forge. Soon you will be part of my master's army. And that's where we're going to end.
Oh no! Why?
Week 3, still no bear.
Bear on side.
3
2
just
stars
like
on
2 days in.
TripAdvisor.
Well then, Ali, should we go straight to you first as you give us a recap on that? How do you feel?
I think she just did.
Is that it?
No bear. That's all you need to know.
No, I really liked it. Yeah, I like the way it progressed. I love how we were all kind of haphazardly thrown across a field in
That's our
pitch black
favourite.
of night. And yeah, and although even when it seems like we're making sort of like mistakes or choices that might hinder us, you're still finding ways to progress the story, and I think that's really good. So
Thank you.
I'm going to try my best. I'm going to be like, you know what? Screw this. Let's just go to the boss level. Everyone to the dead mountain. Everyone to the dead mountain, so we're going to speed around this bitch.
So, Ambly?
Yeah, like Ali said, I love how you, even when we managed to fuck up, like going across a field, managed to help us progress. That's always nice. And it was really nice that you gave us a lot of chances to speak in character. Bruno kind of bonded a bit with Rosie, and
Yeah, that was a
he had
really nice moment,
outbreaks.
actually. Yeah, that was a really nice moment with you two around the campfire. I mean, the cat did her best to stop it, but it was a good moment.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, but it was really nice. Hate the cliffhangers though.
Hate the cliffhangers.
Love-hate relationship, I think.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, and I didn't think Runo would. I always think that Runo is a really chill-out dude, but you managed to hit his he got a few weak points where he doesn't like to take shit from different kinds of people and dislike certain situations. You managed to hit a few of them this session. It was nice. Yeah, Rona is really pissed off right now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Ed?
Yes. No bear.
We
I thought it
demand
was
a bear.
quite nice to get that little window into Volta this week where he's looking at Rosie and Dwayne like they're kids. I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
He threw me twice.
I saved you once.
Yeah, turns
Almost.
out not so good at riding a horse though.
I think it's better than it. So
Yeah, which makes sense, I suppose.
yeah, not much that horse riding in the arena.
You're enjoying it, dude. You're invested.
This is
Awesome.
2 hours is too short though.
Well, that was 2.5.
Well, 2.5 is too short.
We need a weekend day.
Yeah, precisely. We need a Saturday, but
We need a Saturday with
we,
snacks.
like on some free weekends, we could do a couple at a time, a couple of episodes if I get writing. But what we could maybe do is like.
This year is screwed anyway, so I'm going to say January if you want to do it Saturday.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's true. But what we could do at some point is do it in like episode length 2-hour slots, but come right back after it, after the first two, something like that. Maybe.
What do you mean?
So like do 2 hours, take a break for like 5-10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Come back and do the next one.
Yeah.
Refill up on snacks.
Yeah, yeah. Give me a chance to use my cliffhangers because I love a good cliffhanger. And yeah. So on to my beautiful wife, Alice.
Hello. At the moment, my absolute favourite bit is the imagery I'm getting from all the shenanigans that happened in a field, considering all we had to do was ride across a field and somehow turned into a wolf, scared the hell out of Dwayne, the horses. Everything went wrong from there. I was dragged, I think, across the field by Volta, and then I got kicked in the stomach by a horse, and then Volta charged into a tree, and that imagery for me is pretty perfect. Like I really, really like that, and I do like the more interaction we're having with the characters. I have to say, so yeah, I'm really, really loving that. So
yeah, I really liked Bruno through that whole thing as well, just like walking along, like turning into a wolf, turning back, like what's wrong with everyone? And then take a smoke on my pipe, guys. You know there's army everywhere. Why are you all freaking out? Like,
guys, chill out.
Yeah, I think it was a bit high.
Like, I really want to draw some of these scenes because of there's so much character, like in just
I think
short space of time.
yeah, I think a good one would be the horse scene.
Yeah, definitely.
Phrasing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, yeah. That's it from me for now. I'll probably do a stream again in about maybe quarter of an hour or so. But I'm afraid I've run out of writings for D&D for tonight. It was a bit short this week. Going from Thursday to Monday, like literally yesterday, I was just like, write everything. And I also got drunk, so that was interesting.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know what's going on in chat in Swedish, but all I can read is bra tips, and I'm worried. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we will probably come back on and do some streaming. We'll play to the audience on that and see what the audience wants us to play, or maybe we'll do some IRL or something. But we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Bra tips is good tips.
Okay. Okie dokie. I was gonna say, like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Okay, so we'll be right back in a minute. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.